Do you think you know Portugal? Think again, because Portugal is changing drastically. It's no longer the overhyped secret gem with a low cost of living that was portrayed online. A wave of drastic changes is sweeping across the country, and they could turn your plans upside down. Stay with me in this video as we delve into these critical transformations that you absolutely need to be prepared for. Hola, and welcome to Remote Life Portugal. Here we share our experiences living in Portugal and guide you on how to make money online so you can speed up your success from anywhere in the world. Compared to 2 to 3 years ago, Portugal has changed. From alterations in the Golden Visa Program to the abolishment of SEF and dramatic shifts in the cost of living. More drastic change awaits immigrants in 2024. This video is not to instill fear, but to keep you updated with the reality of what's happening in the country. If you're considering making the beautiful picturesque country your next home in 2024, there are some important updates you need to be aware of. I'm not sure you'd like most of them, but you should know about them. So let's dive in. If there's one thing everybody dislikes about Portugal, it's the bureaucracy. And thank goodness it's going to change in 2024. Yes, on October 29, 2023, the Portuguese Immigration and Borders Service, SEF, was replaced and consolidated under the newly established Agency for Integration, Migration, and Asylum, or AIMA. The establishment of this agency, AIMA, will mark the beginning of a new era in Portugal's immigration policy, taking over from the former Portuguese Borders and Immigration Service, or SEF. AIMA aims to simplify and accelerate the administration of immigration and asylum services. How? According to Ana Catarina Mendes, Deputy Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, they plan to embark on a mega-scale operation to clear the backlog of immigrant residence applications by the end of March. However, we don't know how they intend to go about this because, from the information we gathered, there will be over 600,000 pending applications for legalization or renewal of temporary permits by March 2024. This is because currently there are 347,000 backlogged migrant legalization applications, added to the 199,000 one-year temporary visa renewals given to migrants from the CPLP, plus the 53,000 temporary visas given to Ukrainian citizens. Let's keep our fingers crossed. What does it mean? If they keep to their word, expect to have your resident card anytime soon. You no longer need to wait for years to get an appointment. The agency will also be in charge of migration and asylum policies at a European level, with the creation of a Border and Foreigners Coordination Unit. The aim is to share information from different services to ensure the regulation and security of migration in the European Union. Individuals relocating to Portugal, especially those from outside the EU, EEA, or Switzerland, will subsequently deal with AIMA if they are still interested in coming to Portugal with the escalating cost of living. The hike in the cost of living. Talking about that, half a decade ago, Portugal was all over the internet as the most affordable country in Europe. Back then, you could enjoy the same lifestyle in Portugal as in France, but pay only a third of the cost for every aspect of living. Portugal was where your money went further, allowing you to enjoy life without exceeding your budget. However, times have changed dramatically, almost unexpectedly. The country became popular with rent prices over the roof. The country is now among the highest in Europe and rivals rental costs in cities like Milan, Munich, and even Paris. This is a stark departure from the Portugal of yesteryears. If you are considering moving to Portugal to save money, I'm sorry, that was a viable option just a decade ago. You should seriously reconsider unless you plan to avoid paying rent or buying property. And if you think paying the rent is not a big deal to you, but consider moving to Portugal because of the tax benefit, I've got news for you in just a moment. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss crucial video updates like this. The end of NHR for new tax residents after 2023. The NHR, or Non-Habitual Residence Program in Portugal, which was a great tax break for people moving from a different country to Portugal without having previously lived there, is ending. This popular program allowed eligible foreign individuals to benefit from significant tax advantages for 10 years. Introduced in 2009, the NHR program was designed to attract individuals to Portugal by offering them a flat income tax rate of 20% on certain types of income, such as pensions, dividends, and professional income derived from high-value-added activities. In addition, individuals could enjoy tax exemption on foreign income, such as capital gains and rental income. However, as from January 1, 2024, the NHR regime will no longer be available for new tax residents. But those already enrolled in the NHR regime as of December 31, 2023, will continue to benefit from it for the remainder of their 10-year eligibility period. This decision may surprise many expats who relied on the program's favorable tax regime when deciding to move to Portugal. But you must understand that the termination of the NHR program is part of a broader effort by the Portuguese government to align its tax policies with international standards and ensure a fair distribution of tax burdens. The program had been criticized for favoring wealthy individuals and creating inequalities in the tax system. Although the NHR program has officially ended, a new tax incentive for scientific and research professionals has been introduced. Starting on January 1, 2024, individuals who have not resided in Portugal for the previous 5 years may qualify for this incentive. Specifically designed for those engaged in scientific research and innovation-related endeavors, such as professional roles in higher institutions, specific high-value sectors, and startups. Eligible individuals will enjoy a reduced tax rate of 20% on their income derived from these activities for 10 years, provided they meet certain conditions. Furthermore, they will be exempt from paying taxes on certain types of foreign income. Don't get confused by this. Here's the twist. Even though the NHR program is ending, the Portuguese government still wants to continue attracting qualified talent to the country through an alternative system. This new system offers conditions and benefits similar to those provided by the NHR, and it is much stricter. We won't be able to cover the details in today's video, but we will probably do so in the next one. With the way things are going, only time will tell how this decision will impact Portugal's attractiveness as a designation for high net worth individuals. Suppose you have already begun taking steps in 2023 to benefit from the previous NHR system, but have not yet started the administrative process. In that case, there is a transitional opportunity available until December 31, 2024. You can still access the previous NHR regime if you meet certain criteria, such as having employment contracts or property agreements in Portugal that were initiated on specific dates in 2023. Golden Visa Program. Let's now delve into the popular and controversial Golden Visa Program in Portugal. Permit me to burst your bubble rapidly. Investing in real estate to qualify for the Golden Visa Program is no longer possible. Yes, you heard that right. Portugal's Golden Visa Program was once considered one of the most sought-after programs in Europe. It attracted investors and expatriates from all over the world due to its accessibility, low financial requirements, and lenient conditions for those seeking to obtain citizenship after residing in the country for 5 to 6 years. Imagine, for instance, if you were from New York or California and owned a single property there. You could sell your house, apply for the Golden Visa, gain residency in Portugal, purchase real estate, and still have money left over. The program was indeed an enticing opportunity. The benefits were undeniable. However, the landscape has since undergone a notable transformation. At first, the Portuguese government announced its intention to terminate the Golden Visa program due to the housing crisis spiraling out of control. It stirred up concern within the international investment community in early 2023. Subsequently, the government shifted on its decision. While the program wasn't abolished, it has become more strict with significant changes. Is Portugal stopping Golden Visa? No. The Portuguese Golden Visa program is not coming to an end, but there are new criteria. Under the new rules, it is no longer possible to invest in real estate and qualify for the program. Plus, the capital transfer pathway has been discontinued. What we now have is the Portugal Golden Visa Investment Fund. This is a financial product in which investors' money is collected and invested in certain assets like stocks, real estate, health, business, etc. Hey, hold on a bit. Before you jump for joy, note that the minimum investment is 500,000 euros.
Emotional damage!
So what's the way forward now? Currently, the Portugal Golden Visa Investment Fund is the key requirement to take advantage of the program. However, acquiring a Golden Visa alone will not grant you citizenship. Passing a language test is mandatory as part of the citizenship application process. This task is undoubtedly challenging and demands considerable effort. It's a good thing the D7 is still available, for now. It's not just about Portugal. It's like it's a trend across Europe, seeing many other countries either discontinue their Golden Visa programs or impose stringent regulations. For example, Ireland has also canceled its Golden Visa program this year. Malta, which previously had an extremely easy path to citizenship, has recently implemented more restrictions. Meanwhile, the Portuguese Golden Visa is still available, but it has become virtually unaffordable for most people. Citizenship. Moving on to the topic of citizenship, has anything changed? No. Amidst these changes, the pathway to Portuguese citizenship remains the same. You can still apply for Portuguese citizenship after residing in the country for just 5 years. Compared to many other countries, this relatively short time frame makes Portugal an attractive option for those seeking to become full-fledged Portuguese and European Union citizens. Besides, Portugal allows dual citizenship if your country of origin permits it. For example, if you're from Morocco and the country allows dual citizenship, you can move to Portugal, obtain Portuguese citizenship, and also keep your Moroccan nationality. Whether these changes make Portugal more or less attractive to you, one thing is certain: staying informed is key to making the best decisions for your future. Are you coming to Portugal? Let me know in the comments. And if you are, understanding the cost of living is crucial. So, make sure to check out this video as it's packed with essential information to help you plan your move or investment wisely.